Hey everyone, how are you? Lisa here from South Florida. How are you today? I just wanted to come on here today, actually since this morning, and share with you some things that I've been going through personally, and maybe you can relate to some of them. So there are a lot of energies that are coming through to our planet at this time, and I know you hear from myself and through other people who channel and other light workers that these are ascension codes and they're here to give us upgrades, and you may be feeling a lot of symptoms, physical, emotional symptoms from these. And I can tell you that in my perception, they are absolutely here to change us, right? And even for myself, from where I was a year ago, I feel like I am more present in my purpose, in my body, and here to really assist everybody on their ascension journey as well. And what I've been finding, especially in the past maybe 10 days, it feels like when I take a few steps forward, I'm getting knocked back, forward and back, forward and back. And instead of me dwelling on the reasons why things are not working, things are just not going my way, which I did have some thoughts about that, knowing that this is part of the ascension cycle, and what's happening is these deep-seated emotions and fears and events that have happened in the past are coming back, as I've mentioned so many times in the videos. They're coming back for us to take a look at them. And if we don't address these situations, people, places, and things, they're going to keep coming back stronger. And they're going to keep coming back in different ways. And they're going to keep coming back in ways and in times that we really don't require them in our lives. So these are events and situations that we kind of did not deal with. Well, I'm going to say kind of. We did not deal with in the past, right? It could be from our upbringing. It could be from adolescent. It could be from teenage years or adulthood or whenever it is. And these situations are recreating themselves in ways now that has nothing to do with the original, seed point of that. That's Grayson. If you see him right there, that's my Grayson I talk about. Okay, so getting back to the topic. Okay, so really, so things that have been going on with me, it feels like I take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And it feels like there's a lot of me energy being blocked for me to go forward. And a situation actually happened today where something that I was working on to release came back. Now, this is a situation that I've tried a couple times to, and I'm saying try because I was not successful of releasing this. I always went back to the same situation and validated and justified why it would be different this time. And the end result was it was not different. And I ended up feeling neglected and disappointed and went into those lower frequency vibrations of anxiety and worry and doubt and fear and low self-esteem, blah, 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 right? So these are old past events that happened a while ago. So this is showing up in a certain situation. So I was able to release it today. It came back up and I chose, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. And my ego wanted to go there, but I said no. And when I ignored the situation and knew it was for my highest and best good not to go back there, you know what? I felt this sense of relief, this sense of I fulfilled a purpose, and I felt an energy block release. Like I really felt a release. And then after that, I felt just a different space. I felt like a lightness around me. Like when I sage and clear my space. I felt that same way without doing that. And then something else happened after that that opened up in my life. So these things are coming in and they're coming in hard now. And some of you may be experiencing them in your sleep. I know for myself, my dreams, I'm not remembering them like I used to, but I know that I'm working in my dreams. And it feels like I'm having rendezvous with people that I know, whether it's my soul family here, there, in the past, but we're making a connection, and I am being called more to hold the light for the planet. So there are a lot of shifts happening right now, right? You know that the winter solstice, December 21st, is coming upon us soon. And a lot of people on planet Earth since last year has woken up a lot. We really see that we're living in this movie. We're living in this virtual reality. You know, it's an illusion, right? Things just don't make sense. And I always say, just go and you have to like dance through the raindrops, right, to get by, which is absolutely true. So if you can live your life in that space between these raindrops and really stay focused and stay centered within yourself, trust your intuition, and know that that is the 0 point. That is the sweet spot right there for you to be able to lock in to your divinity, right, and stay centered enough where you can see what's going on around you but not be affected by what's going on around you, because there's a lot of illusion, and we were brought up with this illusion, and things are coming to the surface. And a lot of light workers, star seeds, indigos, crystals, you know, a lot of enlightened souls, you know, over these past few years, which, you know, we're trying to wake people up and look at the truth and conspiracy theory and conspiracy and da da da, even though these are not theories, right? But some people don't really want to see any of this stuff yet, and that's fine. Everybody's in their own journey. So the way that things are now is I am being called to hold more light into the grid point. There's certain degrees I'm being called to. I know this may sound really woo-woo to a lot of people, but in planet Earth, because Earth is ascending and we are ascending there. And even though the world is spinning around, coming to that place in between where these raindrops are, into that 0 point, knowing that that does not have to be your reality. When you choose, right, to create your sovereignty, live in your passion, live in your purpose, you know, just seek better, higher vibrational people, situations, and circumstances in your life, that darkness is going to go away. And the darkness is gone. It's just an illusion. And again, this might be hard for people to really to understand what I'm saying. It's more like a holographic. You can say it is. It's like a video. It's like a video game. Okay, things are moving, purposeful, in the right direction. Right? We are the light. We have risen into the light. God's consciousness, Christed consciousness, is among us. This is just a storyline. Okay, this storyline it's just a story. Okay, it is like this big now. Okay, things that you're hearing in the news, things that you may be seeing, you know, it's not real. These are just puppets for us to continue our journeys, for people to really see what our own higher purpose is, that we have our own truth, we have our own rights to create the world we want to live in, to create the money we want to have, to live where we want to live, to create communities like we want to create, and we're not dependent on all of this, because thousands and thousands of years of corruption in the Piscean age, we're now in the age of Aquarius. So getting back to what I was saying, okay, so with this winter solstice, right, the energies are high. A lot of people are awake. A lot of the light workers and star seeds and we are looking forward, right, to this forward motion of anchoring this light deeper, right, into the earth, through and beyond the earth and above, right? The dark does not like that. So with me, as I opened this up with, I had things, right, like this thing that happened to me this morning, right? And there's other situations where I feel like I'm being blocked, right? I feel like, and now this is my perception of it, I feel like I'm being blocked from going forward, okay? The more light that there is on the planet, the more that we just even have a thought of positivity, that darkness is grasping onto straws right now. And it's going to do everything that it can to knock us back down, okay? So what I really want to share is to stay grounded, stay positive, stay in the light, because we are moving forward, right? And you're going to start to see a lot of people understanding more, but it's not in our place anymore to try to awaken people, right? It's not, you know, we can stand in our truth, speak our truth, find our voice, right? And be proud of what we know, proud of who we are, and we are not responsible for anybody else. Everybody has their own their own soul journey, right? And their own purpose for being here at this time, right? So it's really to let go, right? Honor people where they are, have compassion, have gratitude, live in joy and freedom, and let people be. Let everybody be who they are. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter who they are, what they're doing, right? Everybody is a divine being, and we are all living together and moving as one. And depending on, different aspects of what's going on, like for myself, I've been woke for a long time, right? Since I was a little girl, I always felt like I was different and I knew more. And I had some channeling things going on when I was a little girl. And I know a lot of you have too. And, it brought me to where I'm now. And I've learned a lot of lessons in the past, in this lifetime and without. And some people have not done that yet, right? You see people, going back to what I was saying, even with this being a story, and this story not being true, you can say, well, people are passing away and people are taking their lives, and, money and losing jobs and da da da. Yes, that is all true. Absolutely true. And there is a divine purpose, God's plan, and everybody has their plan for being where they are, what they were intended to do to help this time. And we just love everybody and have compassion and gratitude, and know that it's part of the process for the enlightenment and the highest good of humanity, right? So that's what I want to say about that. And also, my kids think that this is really like, I'm so weird with this. Okay, so I got an upgrade on my phone. I got an iPhone 13, right? I have right here, where is it? Hang on, I have a 10. I have a 10, right? Love my 10, comfortable with my 10. I don't like change, right? But I'm like, all right, well, starting to brand myself more. I have some new business ventures going on. Let my camera be better. I'm going to get a 13, right? I have my shungite. I have my Q-Link. I have my crystals. I have everything to help protect my energy. I even have shungite chips in my water bottle. Okay, so I'm good. I'm protected. And I knew that I can shut the 5G off on that phone to put it to 4G. But I got this iPhone 13, and I felt like I was getting, oh my gosh, I don't even know. It was giving me anxiety. That's what it was feeling like. I felt anxious. I felt like it was chipping away at my energy. I would look at the screen, and I literally was like vibrating and nervous. And I messaged some of my holistic doctors, and I'm like, is this possible? And they say, oh, it's the same technology as in the 11 and the 12 and blah, blah, blah. So I looked up different ways to turn down the settings, but it felt like it was short-circuiting me, right? So I know vibrationally, as you know, with my channeling and light language, that I can vibrate very high. And this was actually, oh my God, it was short-circuiting me is what it was doing. And I was muscle tested on it by a couple of holistic doctors, and it absolutely was. It was just not good. So if you have these new phones and you're feeling anything off, right, I definitely would shut off the 5G, and there's ways to turn down the faster settings. But, there's probably a lot of graphene in there, and the battery's supercharged, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the phone, even though the phone people think it's great and there's no problem with it. So anyway, short story, I brought my iPhone back and I kept my 10. So the pictures that you see may not be the best, but that's what I'm going to have to do. That's what I'm going to, whatever. I settled for that. That's fine. So, all right. So let's see what else is going on. Okay. So I have a business venture that is going amazing. I absolutely love it. It meets the needs of humanity right now, all the needs of humanity, what we're going through, and it's so much fun, and I love it. I also have my quantum healing that I've been doing on phone, phone call, 40 minutes to an hour phone call with people, and I do all sorts of quantum healing with that. You can see it in my bio, the different things that I do. And I also I have my trademark crystalline hula hoop, which is bringing in 5D leadership especially for women's empowerment and bringing in clarity and encouraging women to see their greatness within, to step out of the 3D. Men, of course, can do this too, to step out of the 3D paradigm and all this nonsense and come back into our sovereignty and know what our divine gifts are and just become more crystal clear on where to go forward from now, because things are still changing. And you've heard this so many times over the past 2 years from me, things are changing and be ready and da da da. But it's all leading up to a higher dimensional, beautiful place. And actually, it's here now. And you can choose to be in that place if you want to. And I can absolutely assist you with doing that. So I'm just going to end this with a little bit of light language for a message for humanity. So if anybody doesn't know what my light language is, it's a higher dimensional codes that come through Christ consciousness, galactic consciousness, to come through me to assist you to help balance. And this is how I'm actually starting to channel now, by speaking my light language. I'm able to tap in a lot quicker, and I get better messages when I'm actually speaking my light language, because the veil is so thin now that this is the way that I'm being told that I should connect. So I'm going to do a little bit of a healing of a light language for humanity right now. Okay, so sit still, close your eyes. Here it goes. Sikiniata doshina sikitiana shatakanoshkania satakanasa shititi sikitoshina patakashkania sikatia sikati doshiana sakasakati nasa. We are here and we love you all so very much. We are honored to be with you. Bashania sakatiana shakata and support you. Bashania shikania sataka 100% in your journey. Lania sakashiana sakashakata sakati. We honor you. Bashania sataka sakata kishiana sakata noshiana sakatapoyana sakashi noyana sashatakanas. You are part of the divine plan. We are shifting into higher states of consciousness, and with your love, and your kindness, your loving efforts, to assist us, the earth and humanity, with this grand shift. All your dreams, your passions, and your communities will come together as one. You are a gift. You are loved. You are supported. And we are one. We are unity. You are loved. Grace. You are grace. So that was it. I always get these beautiful messages that come in, and they're sporadic through the day. I had the desire when I was riding my bike this morning. I had amazing messages this morning, but with different situations, I couldn't get to do this recording to bring it in. But there was a lot of healing, a lot of messages that came. Some of them hopefully came through with what I was saying, because I don't always remember what I'm saying, because a lot of it is channeled. What comes through me, I let God speak through me. So yeah, so everybody have an awesome rest of the week. And if you need anything, just reach out, and I'm here for you in every way. And yeah, check out my biz. It's kind of cool. All right, talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.